but in the end, they're just a bunch of electronic circuits.
There's the core, explosive package, electronics, tamper, batteries.
Her vehicle is not
half-baked load of electronic gibberish. I don't expect you to know everything, but
etc.
That dossier, a trail of electronic evidence.
Nothing electronic will.
Why did this happen?
Prompting an electronic time
The lab had an electronic surveillance.
Kid Rudy, 3 years old, is electronics free. I'll tell you.
Sub-electronic dilemma between my direct
All the
order.
electronic stuff like that.
All the electronics around you poisoning the airwaves.
Because we designed them that way, Doug. I mean, but in the end, they're just a bunch of electronic circuits.
There's something else. I'm shutting this.
He's got it all right. There's the core, explosive package, electronics, tamper, batteries. Nice design, actually.
Is it armed?
Nope.
You certain?
Do something. Can't you stop her car or whatever?
Her vehicle is not electronic, and neither is yours.
4 minutes to attack and counting. Look, you half-baked load of electronic gibberish. I don't expect you to know everything, but have you ever heard of loading bombs into the tailpipe of a rocket ship?
Your crew turns down substantial offers from private industry, electronics, etc.
That's right.
To stay on this ship.
According to that dossier, a trail of electronic evidence connects Hunt to the theft of smallpox from the CDC.
Let him know we're okay.
Cell phones won't work. Nothing electronic will.
Why did this happen?
That's not important now. We only have an hour or so before the radiation.
Each activation is recorded, prompting an electronic timestamp.
Here, Lieutenant. I understand you might have a lead.
The lab had an electronic surveillance camera. We'll have the film in a few minutes.
Why don't you come?
I can hardly see it. It's from my kid, Rudy. 3 years old, is electronics free. I tell you, we're going to a new age, pal.
Check.
You see, he's helpless. Locked in a sub-electronic dilemma between my direct orders and his basic inhibitions against harming rational beings.
Plasma. They turn into solar flares.
Can I say something?
It's the only thing that can kill all the electronic stuff like that. What, bro?
The sun does not cause lightning, okay?
Bro, I'm just telling you what that...
This causes it. Information overload. All the electronics around you poisoning the airwaves. Technological fucking civilization.
Be addressed before we leave.
Electronics in coma. Not more than 3 cars.
That is our information.
Can you get me a simulator?
Have you ever had any experience in running a high-speed digital electronic computer?
Yes, I have.
I sold sewing machines and automobile parts, hairbrushes, and electronic equipment. They say I can sell anything.
Shuttle's down there in electronics, about an hour from here.
Remember when old man Woodward took your electronic football?
Yeah, he put it in the dungeon and never gave it back.
Me! I knew it was you! You scared the shit out of me!
The house is bugged electronically. Everything you say in there, they can hear and maybe even see. Listen to me. Listen.
And you don't have a phone?
No, I don't have a phone, but you could have sent an electronic letter. It's called an email.
Yeah, do you have a computer?
No, what for?
If he had to die for it, would be a small price to pay. As to how, any man who can create this chamber of electronic marvels would certainly be able to devise a machine that would stab himself.
How about a 22-year-old female with an electronic implant in her brain to control schizophrenia struck by lightning?
That does sound interesting.
Please, Mark, go to another school. You can't waste a marvelous talent on rotten electronics. Damn, swore I wouldn't interfere.
Really nice, Ian. Thank you.
Cool. All the electronics, everything, are original, of course. I plugged them in, made sure they all work.
Just what the...
It was a beautiful day.
That applies to Don's nights as well. We're authors by ourselves. That's why we only play electronic music.
I'm worth $3.5 million that the government knows about. I got more electronics up there than a damn Kiss concert. You think I'm gonna roll out that kind of red carpet for a fucking marching band? Crazy ants. They're lightning fast and can conduct electricity, which makes them useful to fry out enemy electronics.
Well, you're not so crazy.
Hey!
Passports, electronics, phones, camera.
Your fixer said that the general approved photos.
Hey, Rob, listen to me, okay? We gotta get out of here. It's time to leave the electronics store.
Now we gotta go. Come on,
Just stop it, okay? Stop, wait.
characteristics, there are also distinct differences.
Electronically charged ions and electrons that become trapped in the Earth's magnetic field form
things in interactive, erotic software. Wave of the future, dude. 100% electronic.
Well, I still...
Water, which is vitally needed for the cooling operations, electronic systems, and so forth.
Open the bonnet, take out a wrench and fix my car. Now I'd need a degree in electronics. Even easy things are difficult now.
Anybody remember how to defeat an electronic keypad?
Oh. Don't even joke about that, Martin. Those things are impossible.
One thing interests me, Frank, and one thing only. Selling the electronic computer to the American businessman. That's why I'm assembling a team.
You wouldn't understand. My mother's out there.
How did you get past the electronic lock? Okay, that magnetic implant.
By an unforeseen human factor. This has affected all of our electronic equipment and the redundant backups as well. As a...
Frank, look. Your client is wanted on 24 counts of electronic crimes in 7 different countries.
We had our text run a radio frequency spectrum analysis. It came up dry. She was not receiving any form of electronic help. At one point, there was a 2-minute, 16-second delay.
Same deal all the way around. Doesn't Walmart sell all sorts of electronic equipment? My word, get your hands off that.
Can't trust him.
Come on in.
We can't come in, sir.
Woodward's is electronic surveillance.
Yeah. It's all just numbers. Computer codes being transferred electronically through the air. Right in front of us.
The French stage values like we've seen here at
Tech Value Electronic Superstore.
Things are hard for young men.
Yeah, I'm in the home theater and electronics business myself. It's a rough time, I'll tell you that.
Oh my God!
It's all right, it's fine. It's just turbulence, Maria.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to begin.
My normal, that is. It was all there on the computer readout when you had your electronic medicals. I assumed wrongly that it was...
Bill.
In the electronics age, the development of giant computers, electronic brains, has been a key development.
You write something that is so original that...
Back Andrews, electronics technician, Lisa Melville, chaplain Rabbi Benjamin Mendelssohn.
Electronics, Livingston Dell. Livingston's been doing freelance surveillance work of late for the FBI.
Will you submit to home detention with electronic monitoring and surveillance? Homes in Manhattan, Montauk, and Palm Beach.
Of Mr. Desplat's musical suite. A little electronic metronome sets the time. First, a harp.
Impact. Bomb fusing master safety zone, electronic, barometric, time, and impact. Here's for ground burst, delay factor, yellow.
Each of us is indicated by our initial. Our movements are continuously monitored on the electronic diagram.
Where are the patients?
Where's the capsule?
In the meantime, I'm betting he's somewhere in the sprawl. The engine's smart enough to go where electronic billboards and other media can't ID him to pick his pockets. There's few consumers there, which